In the previous session, we have discussed about different steps of nutrition in animals. Today, we will be learning how food is digested by human digestive system. As you can see in the diagram, there are different organs that are present for the human digestive system. These organs, they work in coordination with each other and helps in the complete digestion of our food. The digestion process in humans also, it follows the same five steps which I have told you. Ingestion, that will occur through mouth. Digestion will take place in stomach and small intestine with the help of some glands. Then assimilation of food will occur, which will finally lead to ingestion of the waste products from the body. So now to start with ingestion, the first step, the food we take in our mouth. In our mouth, we have different types of teeth for performing different functions. In an adult human being, it has 32 teeth, which are permanent teeth. When the new baby is born, it doesn't has any teeth. Slowly and gradually over the years, the teeth eruption starts until the age of around 8 to 10. The child has 20 teeth in number, which are called as milk teeth, which are replaced by permanent teeth later on. Permanent teeth are not replaced by any other kind of teeth. Now, if I talk of one of the jaw, each half of the jaw, upper and lower both, they have two incisors, one canine, two premolars, and three molars. Here, the incisors, they are sharp biting teeth. Like if we are biting an apple, we use incisors for biting. Canines are for used for tearing purpose. Premolars and molars, they help in chewing and grinding of the food. Now in our mouth we have teeth and tongue. Tongue helps to taste the food. Tongue helps in mixing the saliva in the food when the food is being chewed by the teeth. And tongue also helps us in speaking. Here we have discussed the types of teeth, the role of the tongue, and next is saliva in the mouth. What is the saliva? Saliva is the watery secretion present in our mouth which helps in the digestion of our food. So this hole makes the buccal cavity. Teeth, tongue along with which is helping us to chew and digest the food there. Once we have started chewing the food, the digestion of the food starts in the mouth itself, because in the mouth saliva is there and saliva contains an enzyme called as salivary amylase. This salivary amylase starts carbohydrate digestion. Carbohydrates are broken down into simpler units called glucose. See, whenever digestion is taking place, the complex compounds are broken to simpler ones. So, carbohydrates will be broken to simple sugars, proteins to amino acids, and fats to fatty acids and glycerol. So now proteins and fats and whatever carbohydrates are left, they will be further digested in other parts of our body. Now once the food has been chewed and mixed properly with saliva, we will start swallowing it. It will move down through the digestive system. It is moving through esophagus, or what we call as food pipe. Esophagus is lined with many muscles, and these muscles, they show contraction and expansion movement. So due to continuous contraction and expansion in the muscles, the food is pushed down through our food pipe. This movement is called as peristalsis. Now the food will enter into stomach. Now what is the role of the stomach? Stomach lining secretes mucus and hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. Now what is the function of all these? Digestive juices, they help to digest the food. Protein digestion, starts in the stomach. Hydrochloric acid. There are two functions of hydrochloric acid. One is hydrochloric acid destroys the bacteria present in the food. Second thing is it creates an acidic environment in the stomach so that our digestive juices start functioning properly and they start the digestion of food. Now here HCl is a strong acid, so it can cause damage to the walls of the stomach. So for that, mucus lining is present which will protect the cells of the stomach from the acid. Now next, the food from the stomach, it is going to enter into small intestine. What is the role of small intestine? Small intestine is a part of the digestive system which will help in digestion also and absorption. So first, if I take digestion, in the small intestine the juices are secreted from two glands. One is liver and one is pancreas. Liver is the largest gland of human body. It secretes bile juice which is stored in the gallbladder, which is situated just below the liver. This bile juice is responsible for digestion of fats. It aids in fat digestion because it breaks up the bigger fat molecules into smaller ones. Second is pancreas. Pancreas is also a gland which secretes pancreatic juice. Now this pancreatic juice helps in digestion of carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Now next thing is after digestion. Now digestion is complete in small intestine. It started from the mouth. It was there in stomach, HCl and digestive juices, the enzymes present there. Now the digestion has occurred in small intestine. Digestion is completely done here. Now next step of nutrition is going to start, that is absorption. Absorption of the nutrients occurs in the small intestine with the help of small finger-like projections which are called as villi. Villi are the finger-like projections which will absorb the nutrients. How? Because these villi, they are richly supplied with blood vessels. So they absorb and start transporting the food throughout the body. Here you can see a diagram of villi in the small intestine. They have lots of blood vessels which help them in absorption of the digested food. Now after the small intestine has absorbed the nutrition, the remaining waste product will reach till large intestine. Large intestine is not large in size, it is large in diameter, and small intestine is having smaller diameter. Although the length of small intestine is many times more if we compare it to large intestine. In the large intestine, absorption of salt and water occurs, and whatever undigested food is remain now, it will be stored in the rectum and it will be egested out through anus. So this is how digestion happens in human beings. Now to conclude, today we have discussed digestive system of human beings. In humans, the digestion starts from the mouth itself. Physical digestion, that is breaking up of the food into smaller particles. Chemical digestion is by the action of chemical enzymes present in our body. So in the mouth, the saliva starts digesting the carbohydrate part of the food. That is why you are advised to chew your food very well. Next, the food reaches through esophagus to the stomach with the help of the muscular movement called as peristalsis. In the stomach, the mucus lining is present to protect the stomach cells from acid. Hydrochloric acid, if it is secreted in amount more than what is required, it can cause acidity to a person. This acid creates an acidic environment and helps in the digestion of proteins. Other digestive juices are also secreted by the stomach, and the muscles of the stomach, they continuously keep contracting and mixing of the juices with the food. Next, the food reaches in the small intestine where the bile juice from the liver, which is stored in the gallbladder, it gets mixed with the food along with the pancreatic juice. So both these juices will help in the digestion of fats, carbohydrates and proteins. Bile juice is especially responsible for digestion of fats. It causes emulsification of fats, that is breaking of the bigger fat molecules to smaller ones. Then the food will be absorbed by the villi in the small intestine. Villi increases the absorption area of the small intestine. Then the remaining food is passed on to the large intestine where salts and water are absorbed and the waste products are collected and stored in the rectum and egested out through anus. Thank you.